Hey, have you ever considered exploring Canada? I've been thinking about planning a trip and want to know about some famous landmarks and national parks.
Absolutely. Canada is vast and has so much to offer. Where are you thinking of going?
I'm open to suggestions. Maybe start with some iconic landmarks. What do you recommend?
Well, you can't miss the CN Tower in Toronto. The views from the top are breathtaking. Also, consider the iconic Banff National Park in Alberta, a haven for nature lovers.
Sounds great. Any other landmarks?
Niagara Falls is a must-see. The power and beauty of those falls are indescribable. And if you're into history, visit Quebec City. It's like stepping into Europe.
Wow, that's quite a list. National parks are also on my radar. Banff, any specific spots?
Lake Louise is stunning. The turquoise water against the backdrop of snow-capped mountains is postcard-worthy. And the Icefields Parkway drive is unforgettable.
Adding them to the list. What about parks on the East Coast?
Gros Morne National Park in Newfoundland is a gem. The fjords and landscapes are unlike anything else. And Peggy's Cove in Nova Scotia is a charming coastal spot.
Perfect. I love coastal areas. What's the vibe like in Peggy's Cove?
Peggy's Cove is a picturesque fishing village with a lighthouse that sits on a rocky point. It's like stepping into a maritime painting.
Sounds dreamy. Any other landmarks you'd recommend?
Oh, you can't forget about the Parliament Hill in Ottawa. The Gothic architecture is stunning, especially when it's lit up at night.
Ottawa, got it. I'm getting excited about this trip already. What about the Rockies?
Yoho National Park in the Rockies is a hidden gem. The Emerald Lake is serene, and the Burgess Shale hike is perfect for nature enthusiasts.
This is shaping up to be an incredible adventure. Any last-minute tips?
Don't forget your camera. Canada's beauty is hard to put into words, so capture those moments. And embrace the diversity. Each province has its unique charm.
Thanks for the advice. I can't wait to explore Canada's wonders.
It's going to be an unforgettable journey. Enjoy every moment.
I've heard about the Northern Lights. Do you know any great spots to witness them in Canada?
Absolutely. Head to the Yukon or Northwest Territories for the best chance to see the Northern Lights. The Aurora Borealis is a mesmerizing natural light display.
That sounds magical. How about vibrant cities? Any recommendations?
Vancouver is a must-visit. It combines urban sophistication with stunning natural surroundings. And if you're into festivals and culture, Toronto and Montreal are fantastic.
Festival vibes are my thing. Any particular festivals you recommend?
The Calgary Stampede is an iconic event, a celebration of cowboy culture. And if you're into music, the Montreal Jazz Festival is world-renowned.
I'll make sure to plan around those. Now, any hidden gems that aren't on the typical tourist radar?
Head to the Bay of Fundy in New Brunswick for the highest tides in the world. The Hopewell Rocks are unique formations you can explore during low tide.
Adding it to the list. I love off-the-beaten-path experiences. How's the food scene in Canada?
It's diverse and delicious. Try poutine in Quebec, Nanaimo bars in British Columbia, and don't forget to indulge in some fresh seafood on the coasts.
I'm a foodie, so that's great to hear. Is there an optimal time to visit?
Summer is popular for festivals and outdoor activities, but winter has its charm too, especially if you're into winter sports. Spring and fall offer a balance with milder weather.
Good to know. I'll consider the seasons when planning. Any tips on getting around?
Canada is vast, so consider domestic flights for longer distances. Via rail is a scenic option, especially in the Rockies. And renting a car is great for exploring national parks.
Got it. I want to make the most of my time there. Anything else I should know?
Canadians are friendly, so don't hesitate to ask locals for recommendations. And be prepared for varying weather, layers are your best friend.
Friendly locals and layers it is. Thanks for all the insights. I'm super excited to explore Canada now.
You're welcome! Have an incredible trip and make the most of your Canadian adventure. Safe travels.
I'm curious about Indigenous culture. Are there any places where I can learn more about Canada's Indigenous communities?
Absolutely. Consider visiting places like the Canadian Museum of History in Gatineau or the Indigenous Cultural Centre in Winnipeg. These places offer rich insights into the heritage and traditions of Canada's First Nations.
That's important to me. I want to learn and appreciate the cultural diversity. How about wildlife? Any chance to see bears or whales?
Definitely. Vancouver Island is known for its whale watching tours, and you might spot bears in places like Banff or Jasper National Parks. Wildlife encounters can be awe-inspiring.
Wow, that's on my bucket list for sure. What about outdoor activities? I'm an adventure seeker.
You're in for a treat. Consider hiking in Gros Morne, kayaking in the Bay of Fundy, or even dog sledding in the Yukon. Canada offers an abundance of outdoor adventures.
Dog sledding sounds thrilling. Is it accessible for beginners?
Absolutely. Many places offer guided tours suitable for beginners. It's a unique way to experience the snowy landscapes of the north.
I'm sold. Now, what about language? Will I have any issues if I don't speak French?
No worries. While Canada is bilingual, most people in popular tourist areas speak English. Learning a few basic French phrases can be a nice touch, though.
Good to know. I'll brush up on my basics. And currency-wise?
Canadian dollars are used, and credit cards are widely accepted. It's always handy to have some cash, especially in more remote areas.
Practical advice, thanks. I'm feeling more prepared now. Any specific accommodations you recommend?
There's a range of options. For a unique experience, try staying in a cozy cabin in the Rockies or a charming bed and breakfast in coastal areas. Hotels are abundant in cities.
Cozy cabins sound perfect. I appreciate the accommodation suggestions. What's your favorite memory from Canada?
Oh, hiking in the Rockies and witnessing a sunrise over Moraine Lake. The colors reflecting off the water are simply breathtaking.
That sounds like a dream. I can't wait to create my own memories. Thanks for all your recommendations and tips.
Anytime. Canada is a vast canvas of experiences. Enjoy every moment, and feel free to reach out if you have more questions during your planning.
I'm intrigued by the cultural events. Are there any major festivals or events that I shouldn't miss?
Absolutely! If you visit in July, don't miss the Calgary Stampede. It's a vibrant celebration of Western culture. Also, the Winterlude Festival in Ottawa during February is a winter wonderland with ice sculptures and events.
Both sound amazing. I'll have to plan accordingly. Now, what about shopping? Any unique Canadian souvenirs?
Definitely check out local markets for handmade crafts and indigenous art. You might find items like Innu carvings, maple syrup, or even a classic Canadian toque.
Maple syrup is a must. Can't wait to bring back some Canadian goodies. Speaking of souvenirs, any photography tips for capturing the beauty?
Canada offers stunning landscapes, so be sure to capture the changing seasons. Sunrise and sunset shots, especially over the lakes or mountains, are breathtaking. And don't forget the wildlife.
Great tips. I'm already envisioning some epic photos. How about safety? Any precautions I should take?
Canada is generally safe, but like anywhere, it's good to be cautious. Be aware of your surroundings, especially in urban areas. And if you're venturing into the wilderness, follow safety guidelines for wildlife encounters.
Got it. Safety first. Now, let's talk about transportation within cities. Are public transportation systems reliable?
Absolutely. Most major cities have efficient public transportation systems, including buses and subways. In places like Toronto and Vancouver, it's a convenient way to explore.
That's good to know. I like to mix up my travel methods. Anything else I should keep in mind while exploring cities?
Take advantage of city passes for attractions. They can save you money. And explore neighborhoods on foot to discover hidden gems in local cafes.
City passes are a great tip. I'll make sure to plan for that. Now, are there any specific etiquettes I should be aware of?
Canadians are known for being polite and respectful. Saying please and thank you goes a long way. And tipping around 15-20% in restaurants is customary.
Politeness and tipping, got it. I want to respect the local customs. What about internet and communication?
Wi-Fi is widely available in cities, and most hotels offer it. But if you're exploring remote areas, a local SIM card might be handy for mobile data.
Good to know. Connectivity is crucial, especially for navigating. I think I have a solid plan now. Anything else I might have missed?
Just be open to spontaneity. Sometimes the best experiences come from unexpected moments. And don't forget to try beaver tail pastry, a Canadian treat.
Spontaneity and beaver tails, duly noted. Thanks for being such a great guide and planning my Canadian adventure.
My pleasure. Have an incredible time, and may your journey be filled with unforgettable moments. Safe travels.
You've been incredibly helpful. Before I wrap up, any recommendations for unique experiences that might not be in the typical travel guides?
Absolutely. Consider taking a scenic train journey, like the Rocky Mountaineer. The views are unparalleled. Also, if you're in Vancouver, explore the Capilano Suspension Bridge Park for a thrilling treetop adventure.
A scenic train journey sounds fantastic, and I love the idea of a treetop adventure. Anything else that comes to mind?
For something truly unique, try the ice wine in the Niagara region. It's made from grapes naturally frozen on the vine, resulting in a sweet and flavorful wine.
Ice wine is now on my tasting list. Thanks for the insider tips. One last thing, any favorite Canadian traditions I should be aware of?
Well, winter wouldn't be complete without participating in a bit of ice skating. Many cities have outdoor rinks during the colder months. It's a quintessential Canadian experience.
Ice skating sounds like a delightful tradition. I'll make sure to embrace it. Thanks for all your insights. I feel ready to plan an incredible Canadian adventure.
It's been a pleasure assisting you. Canada awaits your exploration, enjoy every moment, and don't forget to take in the breathtaking beauty. Safe travels.
Will do. If I have any more questions during my planning or while I'm there, can I reach out to you?
Absolutely. Feel free to reach out anytime. I'm here to help. Have an amazing trip.
Thanks again. Until then, take care.
You too. Bon voyage.
I can't wait to share stories from my trip. See you on the other side.
Looking forward to hearing all about your Canadian adventure. Safe travels and take care.